This is the book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. First and foremost, I like to give all praises and honor and glory that's definitely due to YAHAWAH BAHASHM YAHAWASHI BAHASHM Rakak Radash from the Prophets in Babylon out of the Waco, Texas camp, affiliated with the branch of Prophets in Babylon, Tampa Bay, Florida. I'm your brother Atiyat. I'd like to give a special double honors to the elders and apostles on down at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. May the blessing of election be upon your household and you sincere brothers and you sisters out there. And the topic for today is UYNs are created to avenge. And Lord willing, I hope and pray that this will be edifying. So yeah, I was inspired to do this video after looking at a video by this Jake that was talking about these YNs, doing all the crazy madness that they do, doing the robbing and stealing and unaliving other Jakes and what have you, but really what Jake, who was doing the video, don't understand that there are spirits that are created to do this, like the scripture says here in Sirach chapter 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So yeah, these YNs were created, spirits that were created for vengeance. They execute vengeance for the Most High. And so at the end of the day, they add up to the 2/3, which, in general, once all hell breaks out, as it says, the shift hits the fan, what have you, this is when you're going to see a lot of these YNs doing a lot of that, and also unaliving each other as well. It's all of them, a lot of them going to be unaliving each other, and so it's going to get worse out here. You see a lot of them really cutting up. You see them bragging and boasting on social media, what have you, about what all they do, and then on top of that, a lot of them are coming from single parent households, which they're being raised by their mother. And, the scriptures tell you there's no wickedness like the wickedness of a woman. And so a lot of these women applaud the wickedness that their sons do and stand by them even though they know it's wicked. But they stand with them and say, well, that's my son anyway, I still love him. But right is right and wrong is wrong, And it's a certain way that YAHAWAH BAHASHM YAHAWASHI want us to walk, and these people, these 2/3 Jakes, are not going to walk therein, So eventually, this is what's going to happen. I mean, basically, these people are born to die in vain, Second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 15. I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be alive. Yeah, so that's talking about the 2/3 and the 1/3 of Israel, which will consist of the elect that'll be brought from the fire, brought out of the fire. Those 1/3 will be of the elect, and the 2/3 are going to be destroyed. Let's skip down to verse 22 of Second Ezra chapter 9. Verse 22. Let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. See, these people were born in vain. And let my grape, which is the elect, be kept, and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. Yeah. So at the end of the day, these young YNs, as well as the rest of these 2/3 are headed for destruction, man. You know, and YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is going to sanction this to happen. You know, like the scripture says, we go back into 2nd Ezra chapter 9 and read here verse 12. The same must know it after death by pain. And so a lot of these YNs, as well as their mothers and brothers, as well as the rest of these 2/3 of Jake who have participated in this world and loved it, got the Stockholm syndrome, they're all going to be destroyed, man. So at the end of the day, you know, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is showing that we should fear him. And we're hoping, you know, that through that mercy that we're of the elect and will be brought forth from the fire, man. So Lord willing, I thought I'd do this video, and once again I want to give all praises and honor and glory that's definitely due to YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM Rakakadash. Special double honors to the elders and apostles on down at Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the elect. Till the next time, I'll say Shalom.